Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're continuing our second playthrough of Space Haven Alpha 17 Brutal Difficulty. Let's get started. Okay, so when last we left off, we are harvesting some ice. We were working on expanding our grow beds. We just defeated a bunch of gnarly robots. We're getting towards the end of the available resources in this sector. We skipped over this sector because it's a siren world, and we don't want any business with that. So we're going to head back to the central sector next, I think, and head over to these two subsectors. If there are any stations in this sector, we might stop and see if they have any cargo missions like this one. I don't think they will, though. We could also potentially check out these two derelicts. We do have some pirates and stuff in the area, though, so we'll see how it goes. Let's get our ice harvested. I was also working on I built another point defense here, and I was working on getting up the resources for building shields. I think we have enough that we can put one shield in action now. Okay. We want to put this... Yeah, put that next to the point defense, that's fine. We also built another gas scrubber up there. And we had robots coming into the sector, I forgot about that. Let's go to red alert, shields, ops, fighters, all red alert. I think we may want to recall this guy just as a precaution. Oh, that's right, we have two fighters, I forgot about that. So we should be able to... Fortunately, these guys don't have a... whatchamacallit? Dropship. They do have a scout, though, which could be a problem for us. This guy has a garbage pilot, it seems like. Piloting 6, it says. Okay, we just got bad luck, I guess. Did I... Okay, there we go. I had it set somehow to not allow them to go far away from the ship, and that was causing me an issue here. Okay, we blew up the scout before it got off a message. Nice. Okay, so we can go back to auto. We can go back to getting our ice. There we go. We also have to keep in mind that we have more space now because we made our ship footprint bigger, so we have lots of extra space to build out on the sides here. So we're going to want to start... We're probably going to build some kind of like weapon pylons out on the sides here, maybe some solar panels, that kind of thing. We could also have a larger crew quarters and an expanded growing area and maybe a couple more cryopods out here, sort of thing. So we probably want to expand the cryopods up here first. Don't think we need new cryopods right at the moment, though. I want to wait for these guys to get in the sector to see if there's anything we want from them. We should probably be producing stuff for trade. I'm gonna take it easy on my raw chemicals, though. I think that's the one thing we're out of that I'm a little bit concerned about. Let's see if we can buy any from these guys. I don't think they have any, but we'll check. Okay, no. Could buy fertilizer, though. No, fertilizer as well. No, let's buy a couple units of fertilizer to tide us over until we find more raw chemicals, because we only got 2 right now. We've got like 7 or 8 grow beds at this point. They don't really want assault rifles. Could sell them the submachine gun technically. I won't do that because that also takes chemicals in the form of plastic. Yeah. So that's gonna be it. Taking a while to recharge the shield console for some reason. I think we might need a storage up here for shield energy cells. Looking at the arrangement of this should probably be in its own little room here. let's turn this around. Gonna waste a unit of carbon, probably. Backup power, it's fine. Doing too much industry task, guys. Alright, and then... So this is gonna be... We're gonna put a little wall behind this. Like that. Door there. And then we'll probably put another vent there so this can ventilate out into the surrounding area efficiently. And then... This is going to be our energy cell storage over here. I was originally thinking this is going to be more grow bed space. Question is if I... That's not going to be... That's going to block that way. I could do this here, but then I don't have room for other systems up in this area, which I would like to have. But this is only 2 wide anyway, so... I think this is alright. We still have a 3x3 available there if we want to build like a solar panel or something. I have to wait for more infra blocks to be produced unless... 7, 8, 12. Spend 1,000, buy more infra. We should probably just, honestly, let's... Oh, we already have it producing up to 10 infra blocks, that's fine. Can I build there? No. Okay, so here's our storage. Empty out except for energy cells. Where are they? Energy cells with a minimum of 2, let's say. And then I could allow some grow bed storage here as well. I'm a little worried though that if I do that, we won't have enough space for the energy cells. Probably better off just leaving that as a small storage by itself. Okay, so we got that. Now this could be a good time to think about investing in an ore processor because we were running low on raw chemicals. Ore processor will help us with that. There's no place really existing for us to put this. It would be most efficient if we could put that here, and I think we can do that. Let's do that. Put another little quarter there. Like that, to make it accessible. I think that should be the right amount of space. As soon as that whole construction is done, then we can jump. Okay, they do have a way to get around there. That's good, because that means we can put more pods later on the other side here. And then hopefully this falls within one of our power nodes. We might have to make an adjustment there, or add another power node. Okay, well, while that's going on, let's jump. Oops. Mistakes were made. Oh, time to get out of Dodge. Bye, asteroid. Okay. Ore refining is something we can kind of do incidentally during our travels here. We don't need to make that the primary focus, but it's just like a way to get a little bit of extra resources that are hard to find, carbon or raw chemicals or whatever. So this has no cargo, so we already know right away that it's going to have no missions for us for cargo. We already sold them 10 bulletproof vests. We could sell them guns, but they're not giving us any raw chemicals, so it probably doesn't make sense for us to do that. I think let's just buy 3 carbon real quick. We do have a mission, but it's probably going to be like a rescue. Yeah, no. I'm not quite that good yet. We bought 3 carbon on our way through. And now I'm going to check out what the deal is with this derelict. I'm not sure why we skipped it before. It might have been that it just wasn't really on our way and there was enemies there or something. I think that's what the case was, probably. Checking for raw chemicals, don't see any here. Guy has a laser gun. I don't think we need that right at this moment. There's our research working on, by the way. The lab has no active research project. We should try to fix that. Research workbench is working on advanced nutrition. This is going to take a while because it requires food availability. I think if we do the surgical enhancement facility, we can get that done first because it just requires human corpses, which we have an abundance of, for no specific reason. Okay, let's see. Hopefully one of these guys, friendly neighborhood sector peoples, will give us a mission to go explore this. Oh, there's no robot things on top, so that's a good sign. There might be aliens, though. I think we probably skipped this over before because of, like, pirates. Or because we weren't well armed enough at that point. Let's try to knock this out if we can. So this will eventually grow into something that'll infect our ship if we leave it alone long enough, I think. We get a new crew member, potentially, if we're willing to deal with the infection, which I think we can. We have our medbay that's actually, like, set up for that now. Still requires some micromanagement, but it's doable. I guess there's a wall here, that's why they can't shoot this core. We gotta clear all these walkers and stuff first. Oh. I got lucky, he was going after Freya. Okay. You guys are a little slow on the switch for some reason. Fire. I think this one's going after Freya as well. Oh, it's not. Okay. Can we get into here? I think we can. Have to blow that up quickly. There we go. That's better. Pick this up while we're here. I don't know what to do about this guy. There's a lot of haulers on board here. I'm going to back up a little bit. Good, we lured them out. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, one of them hit Freya. That was not ideal, but it's fine. Honestly, you're gonna have to kite back. Okay, we're fine. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. And we got a hauler corpse. I don't care about that too much, actually. I was hoping we get a corpse. There we go. We got an alien hive core remains. That's what I'm hoping for. These guys are sharp at the lasers. I like that. See him kill that guy in one hit. We gotta go back and get oxygen. Can actually get oxygen from here, but no, they can't do it because the AI is weird about it. I can't get oxygen from the outside of the airlock. Cute. There we go. Oh, Gary. There we go. Another hauler corpse. Those are ugly hauler corpses. It's all shriveled and I don't know. Rhea in her exploration. Oh. Let's have these guys all come in here to make sure we clear this before they hatch. Okay, that's good. You are kind of stuck in here. But there was a guy there. There's a guy there. Oh, thank God for body armor. Okay. We cleared this half of the ship. I think that's the hard part. There is another nest there, though, so we could potentially encounter more eggs and hive cores and stuff. Okay. I want to fight near this guy if we can help it. I don't want to shoot him by accident. I'll watch Freya's hit points. Okay. Let's send Cameron forward. Darn it. It's all about patience. Oh, I mean, for you, Sarah, I'm sorry. I don't want you to get killed. Oh, Sarah's gonna tank for us. We might as well get something done over here. Okay. Now we're gonna get some oxygen from here. I think we're gonna... Let's talk to Sarah real quick. Oh, she's very brave. That's good. And she has a decent... She could be, yeah, whatever. Join my crew. She can actually be a good away team member. Not now, but when she's feeling better. Freya, you need to also be over here getting oxygen. Sarah also has no oxygen in her suit, apparently. Oops. Get oxygen is what I wanted to do. Everybody, get oxygen, not give oxygen. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna have Sarah stick around on board in case a case of emergency. She can be our backup person. Because it's the other thing is like we can't. She is bleeding though. Is the only thing. Okay. There we go. That should lure them in. Very good. Now that guy doesn't want to fight me. I'll just stand here in the door and shoot these eggs. I mean, whatever. Oh, Cameron, watch out. Oh, shit. Okay, he's not bleeding, so he's actually okay. He's just unconscious. But we'll get him straight back to the shuttle along with Sarah. Continue drafted because some of us are carrying unconscious people. These guys should have oxygen tanks, so it shouldn't be a big deal if they get left behind on the derelict. But we can send one of them back. Let's just make sure they both do have the tank. They do, yeah. Which one's more awake? We'll send Rhea back with them. So it's just Presley there. And then Presley, you're going to deploy an oxygen tank. Let's deploy it here, I guess. Put that right here. Go over there. Lots of goodies here. Especially you might as well, you're not going to be able to sleep here until that all comes back, so you might as well work. You can take a break. Okay, that's fine, whatever. Okay, now you can sleep if you want to. Perfect. And I'm going to expedite this transfer because I'm worried about civilians might try to go over there. I don't think they will, but these guys are going to go over there and start collecting stuff. Very nice. Cool thing about salvage robots. Do all the work while the crew's resting and sleeping. She's in the med bed. That's good. We're just going to lock this door. Cameron. I think we might want to buy some, like, meat, because I'm worried about Cameron's health here. Protein deficiency, we have. Only 300 credits now, it's not too bad. Probably like 2 units because we have quite a few crew members here. There, you're stuck in there, that's fine. Okay. Stay in the med bed. I don't care. You could starve in there for all I care. Alright, let's see. Do I want any scrap from this? Whatever energy scrap they have none. Tech scrap we'll take. I don't really need soft scrap. We could probably use some infra scrap. Yeah, we got all scrap too. There we go. Okay, she's resting again. That's good. Oh, she's asleep. I'll let somebody go in there and treat her. Okay. You're awake again. Here we go. Okay, she got an IV. Nice. Oh, she doesn't need to eat anymore. I don't know what happened there. Her food went up all of a sudden. She must have got an IV, even though I guess she used it up immediately because she was hungry. Something like that. Thing is, we just gotta keep her in this room so she doesn't infect crew members by like walking around and vomiting alien spores or whatever. Like when she's completely better, we can let her out. So then it's mandatory bed rest. I think we're done with this scrapping, yeah. Kind of hoping we'd be able to get this done, but that's okay. We could have bought our more infra blocks from those guys that we needed to. Let's give our guys a minute to just produce infra blocks, get caught up with industry tasks. Too bad we don't have any ivy. Okay, we'll lock that. Oh, we can have somebody on turrets now too. Forgot about that. That's good. Now this is a nebulous. We gotta be careful. I think it's not worth the hassle at this point. Let's just skip it since we have shields up now. There's no reason to take a beating that we don't need to. Should I interrupt the Merchant Federation? No, we failed anyway. I think we skipped this before, this derelict. This just wasn't directly in our path. This is good, so we can loot this derelict. We can... Oh, that's not a station, that's a military ship, whatever. We can check this out, though. I was gonna say it'd be good if we could... What is this guy? Call me crazy. This is like a special story ship, I think. We gotta be careful with this one. Let's see. But I'm gonna have our guys sleep for an hour to make sure they're fully rested. Cameron's still wounded. That's not ideal. Only because it gives him a debuff when shooting. Give guys some free time. Alright, we're gonna go in anyway. I don't want to wait too long because I don't want the aliens to hatch over there. Let's see. So over here, we're gonna start here and then wind our way around. It has intact shield generators, but it has no shields currently. And we could make a new entrance if we wanted to. Nothing doing on the bridge. Oh, there was an alien we saw. Single crawler. So a whole bunch of crawlers. Cryopods. Don't have to shoot those if we can help it. Let's fight over here. Any better? Come on, guys. There we go. Okay. Better. Lots of oxygen available. Those lasers are so damn effective. I love him. Okay. Oh, scary. Not that scary, but a little scary. They all missed. Okay. I feel like they're waiting to ambush us on either side in every corridor that we go into. Let's have one of our guys. Okay. There we go. Looking into this corridor, we're okay. Yeah, alright. A feeling that if there's a big nest here, it's gonna be back there. But there might not be. So far we've only seen crawlers. even though there's quite a few of them. That's credits, yep. Also credits, good. In the interest of full clearing, let's try to clear this half of the ship first, and then we'll come back for the other half. Okay. Now these guys open this door. Oh, there's a hauler. This is like the boss fight of the... let's have Presley step back. Okay. There we go. I think there should be nothing on the bridge, but let's just check. Yeah, we're good. Okay. And then we're going to cut back through here just to make sure no crawlers wandered out this way. And then we're headed this way. These pods are all empty. Okay. Lots of tech blocks from this. Get some free oxygen. We could actually stand on this side of the thing and have one guy just open the door. Let's do that. Okay, we're fine. There's nothing immediately on the other side. There was no big nest or any other kind of reveal like that, so we can march into the room here. There we go. Thought we were going to find another cryopod with a person in it. There we go. This is Blondie. So Blondie was an enemy. Now we've got a human corpse as part of our loot. I think she was somebody who was like possessed by aliens or something, I don't remember. It says so in the data log. Let's check. We got some food from this, that's not bad. Some whole blocks, energy cell. The corpse of one Blondie and 3 aliens. I mean, infra blocks, we're still quite low, so we can take some infra blocks. We're probably not going to get all the infra blocks from this, because there's a lot of infra blocks on this ship. Look at this. Like, each one of these doors, each one of these lights, each one of these thermal regulators is going to be an infra block. Basically, everything on the ship has at least one infra block in it. We're not going to take all of that. We're probably just going to take, like, up to like 20 infra blocks or so. Object not on high-capacity power grid, that's this. Okay. Thought that might be the case. That being the case, let's see if we can shift this. Oh, we can't do that without losing power to our shield. Our little shield over there. Okay, so we're gonna... Let's do it like this then, and then we're gonna put another power node. I think that's gonna be in the hallway here. Actually, let me change that a little bit. I'll make that here instead. I think I can actually... There we go. Make sure it's not actually connected to the solar panel. There's got to be a wall in between. I'd have to fiddle with that a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at our data log. So they call me crazy. So, this HSS called me crazy. Ship's log, first entry, Captain Floyd Pierce. I thought I should probably start keeping one now that we've got an actual ship that can fly. We got the hyperdrive installed today, which means we're all set to travel. Eden, here we come. Brown thinks I'm too optimistic. I just like to think, you know, things are so dark right now. Us little lights have to shine that much brighter. Yeah, you two mate laughs. He just gave me the finger. Anyway, I mean, it was bad down there. Really bloody bad. London's basically underwater nowadays. And the week before we finally got the shuttle up to our haven, I swear I saw a body floating down the street. That's pretty terrible. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that any longer. I feel bad for the poor sods we left behind, but there's only so quickly this program can work, isn't there? It's only going to get worse before it gets better. It'll just keep getting worse unless people have somewhere to go. All the boards and social media are buzzing with this rumor, idea, I'm not sure which, but they all imagine there's a planet out there somewhere, one that's enough like Earth that we could live there. Has to be pretty exact, needs the right gravity, the right air, etc. But it's a big galaxy, there's got to be a planet like that out there somewhere, right? People online are calling it Eden. Eden will be different, we just have to find it. I'm skimming a little bit. Okay. Chang thinks I'm crazy. Floyd, you're asking us to look for one small straw-colored needle in a whole field of haystacks. I told him it was something to focus on at least. Gotta have a mission, right? You don't just drift through life, you set your sights on something and work at it. At least Chef and Brown were on my side. Blondie, well, his exact words were, we already effed up one planet, what gives us the right to ruin a second one? I told him, I think we've learned from our mistakes. He didn't seem convinced, but in the end he accepted he was outvoted and went to go read in his bunk. Maybe it's a wild goose chase. Chang and Brown nodded when I said that. It gives us a purpose at least. Chang and Brown nodded when I said that. Chef grumbled something about slowing down and picking over everything we can find at each stop before we move on, but personally I like the pace we're setting. Keeps us ahead of all the other ships following behind us from Earth. The odd hyperspace message that reaches us says a lot of ship crews went rogue. You hear talk of them turning corrupt or violent, even crazy. Staying out this way in a direction not many are going and just grabbing what we need before we move on keeps us safe. We build enough of a lead, maybe it'll be safe to stop and build a deep sky survey satellite. Can't just rely on stumbling across Eden. Chang's right there. We'll have to look for it. Just a few more jumps first. I still think Chang's too, cautious, I guess. I don't think he'd be happy unless we stuffed the hold full of everything we can get our hands on, and even then he'd probably fret. I mean, I like to stuff the hold of everything I can get my hands on. That's the way to go, honestly. Told him the longer we stay in one place, the more likely we are somebody will come along, and there's no guarantee they'll be friendly. The quicker we move, the safer we are. Said all the safety in the world won't help if we run out of energy sticks. Great point. Asked him how many we have. 15, he said. That's plenty, so I'm not worried. Oh, okay. He got his chance, though. We stopped and built that survey station, and he personally mined every rock the pods could reach. He's still complaining, but whatever. We'll be here for a while, as the telescope does its thing. We can probably sweep this whole system clean before it's done. I hope it doesn't take too long, though. I have to admit, part of the rush is I want to go down in history as the crew that found Eden. The history books won't remember the runners-up. I want to get there first. Oh, I thought this was about survival. Blondie's still giving me grief, though. Keeps arguing about humanity's track record and how we were a mass extinction event and how we have no right to do that to a second planet. It's going to be a problem. The worst part is that I can't do a bloody thing to fix it because I'm firmly on one team. There isn't a neutral third party on board, just 4 of us who think we should find Eden and 1 who thinks we shouldn't. In the end, I just told him to face the inevitable. Somebody's going to find the bloody thing first, I said, so might as well be us. He's reading in his bunk again. Land ahoy! We got a good contact for the telescope. Right kind of mass, orbital radius, and atmospheric composition at least. It's a ways out, right on the edge of the telescope's range, but we can make it. Coordinates attached. I told the guys to do a full systems check, make sure everything's ship-shape for a long sequence of interstellar hops. 10 minutes later, Blondie got in a fight with Chang, knocked him out cold. So while Chef was bandaging Chang's boo-boo, I had to confine Blondie to his cabin. He's in there right now, sulking and reading that bloody book of his again. I asked Chang what it was about. He mumbled something about the inventory report, but he's high as a kite right now, and Chef says he's got a nasty concussion. He might not even remember. I guess I better go check on Blondie, see what he says. Wish me luck. Pause. Resumed. Blondie gave me an earful as expected. He just won't let it go. Started ranting some crap about me about the poison Eden and a great step backwards. So he's still confined to the quarters. We're so close I can taste it. 3 jumps, 3 days. This is going to be huge. I just know it. Captain's log final entry. God, saying that hurt. To know we've come so far and now. It's my own fault. After everything, I still trusted Blondie. I never thought we found Eden. It's so beautiful. I always wondered what Earth used to look like before we made a pig's ear of it. Blue and green and white. I hope we treat this one better. I hope we've learned our lessons. But I guess if you're listening to this, you don't need me to tell you what it looks like. Congratulations, you found Eden too. We're down there somewhere. Hopefully we're scratching out a life. We were cheering and whooping and patting each other in the backs when the lights went out. When we checked the cargo, it was sabotage, plain and simple. Brown nearly threw Blondie out the airlock right then and there. Bastard spaced half our energy sticks while we were asleep, then falsified the cargo manifest. I guess Chang must have found out and confronted him. Damn it, I should have double-checked the storage. So that's it. We're officially bingo for power. Blackout. Dead in the water. The system is rich in everything we need, but we can't refine it without power. All those crystals, so close we could touch them, but the lights are off. The machines won't work. There's no derelicts out here to salvage. We're officially out of gas, and it's a long way to the nearest pump. Blondie wasn't even apologetic. He's still standing there, like he just did us all a massive favor. Like he saved the world, the smug git. Chef searched his cabin. Turns out Blondie's a member of the cult of New Haven, those crazy wankers who thinks God's waiting for us out there in space, and that we should never go back to living on planets because God threw us out of Eden. That book he's been reading this whole time, The Collected Sermons of Visionary Abel. He's been brainwashing himself right under our noses. Well, joke's on him. We're going down there. It's not like we can stay up here with no power, is it? The air's already getting cold. Blondie says he wants to stay up here. That suits me just fine. There's only room for 4 on the shuttle anyway. I can do without seeing the treacherous bastard every day for as long as we're stuck down here. I don't care if he hypersleeps or freezes to death. I just don't want to see him ever again. I guess they moved his... When they could find him to his quarters, they moved his cryopod to a separate room. That's a bit weird. Better than shot at freezing to death up here. Call me crazy, ship's log, supplemental Blondie here. So the Lord drove out the man and woman, and at Eden's East Gate... okay, this is the cult of New Haven's creed. Forgive me, Father, if I have sinned. The world below is not Eden. It is a temptation, nothing more. Seers have found many of them over the years. After all, there are many more conditions for a planet to be compatible with human life than the mere presence of liquid water, oxygen, and plant life for creatures of Earth, not of here. Pierce, Chef, Brown, and Chang will be dead within seconds of arriving. Anaphylaxis. Just breathing in a lungful of alien pollen is a death sentence. I wish it were more painless. They're good men. They don't deserve to die like that, but... There's a bigger picture at stake here. What are the lives of 4 men against the soul of all mankind? Still, I feel guilty, even though I protected humanity from regression here. A man calls you his friend and comrade. You spend all your time lying to him. We lead him to his death. Well, the Lord made us to feel pain we cause others, even for the right reasons. I don't know if that's the right reason. I'm going to sleep now. Perhaps the Lord will reward me, and you who are reading this will bless me and let me live. Perhaps he, the agent of his justice, come to strike me down for my betrayal. I accept your judgment either way. Well, we struck him down for his betrayal. Let's look at Android 9's log entries. So I'm skipping a couple that we've already read here. Initial trial, and I have decided to reach out next to the creators with a high moral index who enter my sector. Hey, Moltar, how's it going? See if they can provide any insight. Perhaps they will be able to assist me in diagnosing my lack of progress. Forms and functions submitted to the collective for consideration by Andreas 9. In response to your request for further information about the designs I am working on, I enclose the following text summaries and data burst schematics. I have to look for the ship, by the way, the ARS last question. I've named each of the designs after Earth animals approximately suitable to their appearance and function. So the hamster, logistics, and salvage pet. These pets have been of great utility in streamlining the logistical needs of my ship, reducing the degree of oversight and time I must devote to menial labor by more than 80%, simply with the introduction of a single one, and better than 95% with 2 or more. Though they are not as efficient at their task as I would be, I do confess to finding it restful watching them work. They are named for the habit of rodents of the subfamily Cricetinae, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, to pack food into elastic cheek pouches and transport it to a central logistics center for storage. Rabbit, scout, and observation pet. Designed to expand my sensory network for salvage work aboard derelict ships, these pets have in fact already prevented my destruction when they identified an unstable section I would otherwise have entered blind. I've named them after the rodent family Lepordae in recognition of their speed. I note with some amusement that LiDAR veins on the pet's dorsum also bear a superficial resemblance to that animal's characteristic pinnae. Cat Guardian Sentry Pet, designed for sessile low-energy observation of a designated area or resource. That's fun. So all the robots are animals, and for staking claims to mineable asteroids. One of my most successful creations in terms of task efficiency, but I find them the least engaging on an emotional level, likely because of their inactivity. This robot person is clearly not a cat person. I've named him after the family Felidae, as I note that creator literature often remarks on cats being both lazy and demanding, quite capable of aggression if provoked. Pound hazard. So we've seen the cats, I think. Those are the ones that sit on the asteroids. Pound hazard intervention pet. Presence of xenoform intercessors and low moral index creators in my sector has necessitated the design of a pet capable of security response. They are well armed and defended and follow me around when not responding to an alarm. I've named them for the family Kennedy, as my research of creator entertainment media has uncovered many examples of the phrase, release the hounds. I'm unable to articulate precisely why this causes me to feel amusement. So these are the fighters, I think. Chimp construction pet. I don't know if we've seen these yet. I note that keeping primates as pets was rare among creators, but those who did so valued them precisely because of their close approximation of human form. Given my recurring inability to form strong emotional ties to any of the above models, I created this pet to more closely echo my own form and that of the creators. My hypothesis is that similarity of form may facilitate connection. Actually, no, these are the humanoid ones, I think. Thus far, my hypothesis is unconfirmed, but this design is capable of efficient interaction with tools designed for the creator's use, so I have entrusted the chimp with construction tasks. Their work has further optimized my own timekeeping, which is gratifying. That's interesting. So the androids weren't designed for, like, fighting, or they're designed to use human tools. Pony transportation pet, that's a dropship. I've struggled greatly to understand the exact distinction between pet and livestock, and Equidae in particular seem to straddle this line. I've seen many references to young children wanting a pony, many other references to ponies being used as beasts of burden in mining, transportation, and even military contexts. In all cases, the creators report considerable affection for these animals, so I have applied their name to this transportation and cargo bot. My own experience is of finding it imposing and implacable. Perhaps I should implement an emotive interface? Further research is required. Imagine if the dropships had, like, emoji on them. The robot dropships. Failure. Emergency submission and mayday from Angius 9. ARS last question. I regret to report an incident culminating in the deaths of 4 creators aboard my research unit and critical damage to myself. On Cycle 1515, etc., the Haven Foundation exploration ship HSS Great Scott entered local sector and initiated peaceful contact. We negotiated trade and they seemed most interested in my pets. While exchanging goods, an away party consisting of Shafira Okeke, engineer, Payo Youngjae, security specialist, Bethany Williams, researcher, Eric Jacobson, security specialist, were enthusiastic to come aboard and examine my creations. I welcomed them aboard on Cycle 1515, etc., escorted them into the research laboratory. Initial interactions were encouraging. I watched with pleasant feelings of satisfaction and encouragement as researcher Williams and engineer Okeke laughed and smiled while inspecting the pet units. And then they turned to Specialist Payo and asked him if he thought my creations were cute. Specialist Payo laughed and placed his hand on his hip. I believe this movement may have been misinterpreted by the control software as an attempt to draw the pistol holster there. Whoops. My creations immediately entered self-preservation and group defense mode. Unfortunately, I am not in a position to test my hypothesis or attempt to debug the code, as I suffered significant damage while attempting to shield my visitors with my body. My efforts were in vain, and I witnessed the creators' deaths as they attempted to flee to their shuttle. Oh, that's rough. I note many negative emotions. I am guilty over their deaths. I am gravely disappointed in myself for failing to anticipate this outcome. I am depressed at the thought that once again the impetus to creation has ended in tragedy. I am chagrined by my own former attitude towards the creators. It seems that the act of creation is more difficult and uncontrollable than I had believed. Perhaps we should reconsider our disappointment in the creators in light of their partial success in this difficult endeavor. I'm afraid that I have further damaged the relationship between us and the creators. I'm ashamed that I've created a new hazard. My pets are now in unrestricted replication. I will shortly enter cryostorage to initiate auto repair. As I coded my pet's control software specifically to ignore cryobeds, for the safety of the occupants, I estimate a 32.617% probability that I may be recovered intact by a non-hostile crew. Unfortunately, no such restriction exists for the computer hardware I used to program them, along with my master access codes. These will undoubtedly have been salvaged by the time rescue arrives, and I fear it will therefore be impossible to diagnose and correct the error which led to this malfunction. I'm transmitting this log chain for full network propagation as an apology to the creators and an explanation as to the origin of this new hazard. I feel very sorry. Message ends. So I think that's the whole story of Android 9. It sounds like, with some luck, we'll find the ARS last question at some point and get stuff from it, and it'll be cool. Oh, hey, we got lots of research. Look at this. Holy crap. 24 Hyperium, 13 Energium, 13 Water, 14 Energy, rods, tech blocks, hull blocks, infra blocks. This is basically just an entire ship and all of its resources. No, that's my ship. There. Okay, I'm reading my own ship's inventory and going, wow, we found a lot of stuff. Don't mind me, guys. Okay, so this... okay. I'm gonna take a break in a minute because my food just got here. Okay, good, we can't fit a door there. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to. That's interesting. I just saw that these are connected to the power capacity nodes. I didn't realize that they had to be within range to use the power. But I mean, those are within range of this node, obviously, so it should be fine. Just didn't anticipate that. So we might want to put a power capacity node up here then, that being the case. But let's get this done first. We'll prioritize construction of the power node itself. Probably need to take a break in a minute and eat. Let's see. So work's proceeding, research is proceeding on the surgical enhancement facility. Oh, Sarah's up and about. Let's see how she's doing. Still crawler bites, still feeling hungry. Did she actually get an IV? She did. But she's getting assigned one shortly anyway. There we go. Beautiful. So she's gonna actually, that actually provides her with food, so she's fine. So the way that this works, the med bay, if you didn't know, the medical supplies provide healing, and the IV fluid provides food. Each IV fluid unit is like a meal, I think, roughly. Okay. New mission available. Slaves free. Yeah, we don't want to do that because we are not able to. Looking for chemicals. I don't see any. What's our ice supply looking like? 32. We don't need ice. We do need blue crystals. I'm trying to think if there's anything we can sell in exchange for the blue crystals. We could sell an assault rifle. Maybe some hull blocks. I'll sell some biomatter because we're still not keeping up with our production at this point with the composting. So we can have 20 units each, and then does this guy want anything else? He wants a bulletproof vest, but again, it takes plastic, so it's not the best. I also think about selling them like hull scrap. Let's see. It's not really worth it. If we really needed the money, we could. So I think what I'm going to do here, we should be done salvaging this relatively soon. I think what I might do here is go and grab some food and eat while on silent mode for a while. Let me actually... I'll leave this running in kind of slow mode so you guys have something to look at, and I will be right back, guys. Alright, I am back, guys, but I'm eating, so I'm going to be on mute for a little while. If you have any questions about the game or anything like that, though, let me know in chat. So I'm skipping over this derelict for now because I want to get these raw chemicals first because we're completely out right now. Come back to it in a second. Military land ships. Are we in a military land sector? Let me check. We are not, so I don't think they'll board us. These guys have tons of raw chemicals. We're going to buy some of those. Offset the cost a little bit by sending them some biomatter. Since we're getting all that, why don't we produce some more either assault rifles or body armor to sell them. Take a look at our item fabricator costs here. So this is a third of a unit of plastic. This is a whole unit of plastic, so I think this is a better deal for us, the bulletproof vests. We don't really have any shortage of fiber. So each unit of plastic is a fifth of a chemical. Each chemical is a half raw chemical, and then each bulletproof vest is a third of a unit of plastic. So what's that? 3 times 2, 6 times 5 is 30. So it's like 30. We get 30 bulletproof vests out of each unit of raw chemicals. So it's a pretty good deal for us. We, of course, are spending other resources besides that, but that's our limiting factor. We got a very busy sector here. We're going to favor being close to the derelicts over being close to the carbon, because it's going to take more resources to salvage the derelicts. Guys are in fighting for him. Very good. Check out the larger derelict first, I guess. Military Alliance has a mission for us. Retrieve items of interests. They want 1 unit of medical supplies. Retrieve items of interest. They also want a unit of medical supplies. So which one do they want it from? This is the Fritz Zwicky. We're both interested in the other ship, so let's actually check out that other ship first. Oh, the docking system bugged again. I've already reported that, by the way. Oh, snap. I wonder if that has something to do with the docking system bugs. Oh crap. That's scary. Okay, well, this is going to make things interesting. We have robots detected. They're currently present in the sector. Where are they? Or is it only the ones that are on top of it? It's supposed to be the ones on top of this. No? I'm not seeing them. We're going to proceed. I'm going to try setting up a new docking port over here. Okay, we got all our things are on red alert automatically. That's fine. So these are the chimps, the construction robots. Out here at open space, they're not too big a challenge, although they apparently can dodge bullets to some extent. We got a chimp corpse, that's very good. So it enhances our research. I'm really dying to know what these guys are doing. I think I'm gonna save scum it just for that. Which again, I normally don't do, but I just want to see what they're working on. I think they're probably building a new stasis tube. Oh, there's one of those fighter guys. They're quite busy out there. They should be alright. Alright, I was gonna wait, but then things stopped happening, so I got bored. Probably if we hadn't killed the chimp, more things would be happening. I think the chimps are the ones that do the actual construction, from what I understand. The nice thing about those guys is that they blow up, so if you have a bunch of them clustered together like that, they die pretty quick. Freya's a little bit wounded, but she's bleeding, but her hit points are okay, so we're going to proceed. Oops. Okay, that was it for this ship. Now our experiment. I was thinking last time we could hit this with our ship's guns. Actually, I could leave this on auto for that. We can hit this with our ship's guns and try to destroy it. I want to see if that works. Oh, we also got... Shoot, did we lose a fighter? I didn't realize how many robots there were in this sector. There's more on this ship over here. What? Thinking about having Jacqueline return home, but I think we're... Yeah, we actually lost a fighter. Darn. What I get for not paying attention. So this needs to return home. It's gonna be smoking a little bit. Wait for the smoke to clear out of there. That's why we have a gas scrubber in the room with the fighter bay. What the heck? Why in God's name do we have a person on board this derelict ship? Oh my lord. Okay. Okay. I think he bailed from the fighter and that was the nearest, land that he could get to? Maybe? We're gonna have him fly over here. We're gonna take whoever's on the shuttle right now, which is Presley and Freya, and they're gonna run to try to save him. Oh, he's unconscious. Okay. We're gonna have to send a rescue team. So for that, let's... Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Do follow my orders, please. Thank you. Okay. We destroy this, by the way. How are we doing with that? I haven't seen any weapons fire coming from our ship. What in God's name is happening here? Picked up. That's our shuttle that decided to go over the derelict for some reason. I think it was trying to pick up Ian, but... Okay, I'm gonna save it again. Because I want to just let Ian be there and see if something happens to him. I think he's gonna get turned into a chump, that's my suspicion. It's annoying that we can't kill this. Okay. Let's discontinue that. And we'll set this to salvage infra blocks, I guess. Seems like not much is happening with our friend Ian over there. This thing is going to keep launching fighters. Okay, I thought something would happen with him eventually, but it's not happening. This needs to go back to the ship. It's getting its butt kicked. And we need to help let our ships help with the... Here we go. You know what I mean? This needs repairs. And we wait until the other fighter is available. Let's do it like this. I'm going to turn fighters off. We're going to turn turrets off. We'll leave shields and ops on. Hopefully the robots will go after somebody else. Swear to God. Oh, we lost another fighter. Okay. Stop. Build craft. Why does Sarah have a risk of mental breaks? Oh, because she's stuck in there still, starving. You sleep. Sleeping. 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 That's better. Okay, now somebody can come in. There you go. Are you better yet? Minus 45 from starvation. He is still wounded from our first encounter with the robots, I think. Did they build that on top of them, or was that there before? I don't think that was there before. This thingamabob. I guess maybe we have to get missiles to destroy those things. We'll try using the missiles soon. We add those to our research queue. I don't know yet if we're going to reload from the save, but we can add that to our research. Just requires basic research. It's just wasting our energy cells, but the problem is our away team is like tired and needs healing. If we just have everybody sleep right now, then we'll be okay. So after the next wave of robots, then we'll go. Oh, there's a chimp. Okay. Oh, something's happening. So this should be constructing stuff, theoretically. We must have produced more chips somehow. I want to see what this turns into. I think it's going to be another stasis tank. If anything. Your industry is very backlogged. It's really hoping I would see the robots build something here, but I haven't seen anything yet. Maybe once they get 4 stasis tubes, they'll do something with the tubes? I don't know. I think this is just a charging station for the hamsters. I think the position of this is a coincidence. Okay, let's... we need to keep these on their current posture. We're gonna send an away team over and try to rescue our buddy there. He goes nothing. Get him. Get him, boys! Aim better. Shoot better. Okay, that's better. Those robots won't bother these guys. Weapon quality derated, that's not ideal. I'm gonna schedule that for repair when we're not drafted and fighting. Or forget about it. Seems like we have the advantage at long range here, because I think we're more accurate than they are in general. I think there is a range penalty to hit. It seems like it anyway. We've almost reached Ian. There's... That guy shot us. Okay. Rude. You Frey alone. There we go. There we go. Alright, Ian, we're coming, buddy. Get him out of there. Of course, now we only have one shuttle, so he's gonna have to stay on the ship until he is back. Actually, somebody's gonna have to carry him. Maybe we can get 5 people on board? Let's try. We'll see what happens here. Well, if we can explode the whole ship, that would also be really good. I think it's doable. I think we've cleared all the enemies at this point. So Ian, you're going back to the shuttle. Build how much of those stasis tubes? Makes me nervous that those fighters, there's 3 of them up there. I'm a little concerned they're going to come after the shuttle. In which case, I'm not sure what's going to happen to Ian. You have oxygen available. Freya, you got an airlock, you're fine. Okay, and then over here, gonna demolish the infra blocks as well. So it's a little rough around the edges, but we managed to survive that. Fortunately, these robot hounds don't seem to be bothering our dropship at all. Or the robots. The salvage robots, that is. What's this? That's like a fighter bay that got taken over by the robots. I want to know what that's for. I haven't seen that before, I don't think. Is that on the roof? Doesn't look like anything on the roof. That might be for dropships. I bet that's where the dropships come from. Okay, so we just precipitated an attack on our own ship by demolishing their factory. That's okay. You can take them. Yep. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the mission here because of all of that business with the robots, but hey, we got a chimp corpse, a hamster corpse. We got a whole bunch of loot here. It's not too shabby. Alright, I'm gonna go on mute and eat again. And actually, I think we should probably wrap up here. So I want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks everybody for stopping by. And Moltar, welcome. Thanks for hanging out on the stream and saying hello. And everybody, I'll see you next time. Take care, folks.